It is 1:39 right here on Gugs FM. Hashtag Yako now. It's yours and yours. Let me come with justice. The Iceman, the cool guy. Welcome to the show. And guys, finally, I'm live on Facebook as well. Umtogis is here. I cannot believe, guys, my icon, my role model growing up is finally in the studio, guys. And I told you yesterday that Doc is allowed to be late because he's earned it. Hey, Nick.
Certainly.
Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. He's allowed to cancel and say, you know what, guys, I'm not coming anymore because I'm Doc. Sure. Do you know what I'm saying? Doc, Nick, thank you so much, guys, for coming through. Doc and Nick are from 10 Bets, and of course, we are going to be talking about everything Bafana Bafana. They are playing tonight together with South Sudan. Fortunately, Nick, half of the job is done. So we are already through to the AFCON, right?
Yes.
And today we just... today, we used to say back in the days, Nick, welcome to the show, my brother.
No, thank you so much.
I know that you play a very pivotal role in ensuring that you mobilize the fans through 10Bet as well. What is your involvement regarding the Bafana and how the sponsor came about?
No, sure. Thanks for that. Our involvement as 10Bet through our sponsorship with Bafana started. The journey started last year, June. So obviously at the time, we've been 2 years, just over 2 years in the market as of this year. And then we definitely saw the need that as a brand, from a South Africa point of view, how do we impact communities and obviously in this instance through sponsorship, finding the right asset that fits our brand. So obviously Bafana has done such amazing work in that setup the last 2 years, building the team and seeing what it is now is amazing. So for us, we want to be part of that exciting journey because this is a team that's ambitious. The coach has brought some inventiveness in it. And also, they set goals for themselves. So it speaks back to our brand as well, what we're about, being a new player in the market and looking at our competitors. So we found great synergies between the two brands and also the values and the vision of the team. So important for us, it was about finding the right sponsorship that actually speaks back to our brand, that also helps speaks back to our own customers or players as we call them. So our involvement here really, outside of just sponsoring the team, was really to create those emotional connections with fans and bringing fans closer to Bafana Bafana, and also as 10Bet, position ourselves as the biggest supporter of local sports.
Because there's so many currently.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So I think it doesn't get bigger than the senior men's national team, right? It's a part of the nation. This is a team, that pulls at people's and fans' heartstrings, So you saw through AFCON this year, many people didn't know that Bafana Bafana leading to AFCON actually that only lost 2 games from 20, and those stories are not told enough. So it's important for us as a brand to tell those stories.
And I think also so in social media, as we see a lot of you guys now, your visibility in the social media, the footprint is incredible because there's so many obviously competitors. And how are you planning to bring in? Maybe what can the fans look forward to this coming AFCON?
Yeah, look, I think for us we've created unique fan engagement and experiences.
Activations.
So activations and ensuring that we're creating opportunities for fans to come to the game through obviously ticket giveaways. We've got a great VIP experience as well. That
I haven't been there. One day you're gonna hook me up with the VIP. No, I haven't tasted the VIP.
Certainly. Quite an amazing, almost money can't buy experience. Guys get to go into
I've never sat on a VIP. I would love. Nick,
sure.
Are you going to hook me up with that?
Certainly,
I've always been around, because I've always felt like I'm special, and when I'm around people, I wanna be there,
No, certainly. With the right.
What can one experience? What happens at the VIP?
So the whole VIP experience, really, we do social media
free
competition,
food,
right? And then obviously winners picked through a draw. They arrive there, Doc intercepts them, gives them their tickets. We do a locker room walkthrough. That's quite exclusive, Doc tells them a bit about what it means to wear this jersey. They get to take photos in the locker room. Then from there, like you say, they go to the VIP suite, watch the game with 10Bet and with Doc. Enjoy the game, So it's quite a memorable experience that we look to create for fans.
Absolutely,
Like you say, there's great food as well.
There's great food as well. Yeah, that's what I'm all about. I'm almost to pick in, so I need to gain some weight. No, absolutely, man. We are super excited of what 10Bet is doing, and there's a lot of visibility. I don't want to lie, because there's bad press now around Bafana, and I think with the involvement of 10Bet, we are beginning to see that excitement, that Madiba magic, Ramaphosa magic. Are you going to be getting that far where you are naming that special magic after Madiba? Are you planning to do something like that, maybe?
Yeah, no, certainly.
Because we only had Madiba magic and there's nothing else. Because Madiba is no more. We need that thing that, because Madiba magic, we believed it worked. Are you maybe looking into the angle to maybe try and revitalize and revive that?
Yeah, look, we'll definitely explore those avenues. I'm sure even the fans themselves might have
we need that thing.
Some ideas that they can propose what that magic is right now.
And don't forget to send me the revenue, the invoice, because that idea came with me just now.
No, certainly. You must put your trademark on it.
Absolutely, man. What other initiatives 10Bet is involved in?
Look, there's various key initiatives. Like I said, community is very close to our brand.
Community-based, yeah.
So we do have a program called Gear Up Gugs, and we've done that through with Dr. Khumalo as well, who's been quite a pivotal player in that. So Gear Up Gugs, really, we've had a lot of requests from community sports teams right out there across football and now netball as well, in terms of the need for equipment and also kits, playing kits. So we really engage with those communities and those teams, and then I think really, as you'd have it, we would have various competitions in which they can stand a chance to win equipment for the soccer team, and also. And
Mamela Nick, we sorry to interject. We need that Elokshin. In our townships, we need that because Namtu Kulele Elokshin wonders. We saw guys playing as Genyao. Talented guys, we didn't have soccer boots. Some of them didn't have even the basic of the basic. Because now I came from middle class family, so I only got my normal pair of boots when I was older, when my dad was already in pension. So I really, really appreciate what you guys are doing with regard to.
No, certainly, and for ourselves as well, we want to close that full circle, like you're saying. I mean,
absolutely.
We don't just look at soccer kit; we provide soccer boots as well for them. The full-on kits. And equipment is so important. Soccer balls, bibs, training gear. So we try to alleviate that financial pressure from those teams to create that create that social impact.
All right, man. Obviously, you can find 10Bet on all social media platforms, right? Yeah,
no, social media platforms on Twitter or X and Instagram. It's 10Bet ZA. Then on Facebook, it's 10Bet South Africa. Also on our website, 10bet.co.za. We do have a YouTube channel as well.
You do?
With quite exciting content. So 10Bet.
But your South content, guys, is top notch. I see doctors sometimes, high-fiving somebody.
He's very creative.
It's very current. I didn't know Doc was also, one of those. He struck me as a very shy guy. Now Doc is high-fiving somebody at the airport. You've just won. It must teach me how to. My brother plays, right? He bets on soccer, but he uses the other. I must try and get him on 10Bet. How does the whole thing work? Because I'm really interested in playing, but now the challenge is the odds and the away game, and I can't. Maybe off air, Nick, you must just.
Off air. Look, we've got a very user-friendly platform.
It's an app, right?
Yeah, you can download the app as well on Apple iStore, Android, Huawei. So we've got the app across all those different systems, operators, and then also obviously you can go straight to the website if you want to play and check it out. It's a very cool platform.
Always live, right?
Always live, yes.
Yeah, and if you want to tap out and withdraw the money, you can do that.
Yes, very seamlessly. So great feedback and reviews from our own customers. So they say it's one of the most user-friendly platform. That's what we always try to seek. To ensure whatever feedback we get from our players or customers that we initiate or implement.
It also improves the service as well.
100%.
No, absolutely, man. Toki?
Eita.
Great to have you, man.
Thanks, big man. Thank
you so much. We know that you guys are very, very hectic. In fact, the message you sent to Wanda yesterday, read that you guys have been on the road. You were with the team. And you also had to go and have lunch as well.
Yes.
But we appreciate that you uzile mangwenya, man.
No, thanks.
And obviously the experience with 10Bet, there's so many things you do. Now you're like a philanthropist. You're giving back to the guys. We've seen you travel Namachita to different countries to play with other African countries.
Yes.
I mean, Edward Mutale and them.
Yeah.
Your experience with 10Bet, how's it been so far? You've been for about a year now, no?
Yeah, it's a year. No, it's been amazing, and enjoyed each and every opportunity that I get. But firstly, to thank them for partnering with.
Yeah.
Because they're taking me to where I actually belong.
Yeah.
So also interacting with people and doing CSI projects and promoting Bafana. Because when 10Bet came to me, you must remember that people were not filling up the stadiums. But now it was bad. But I would like to believe that the involvement of 10Bet has actually made it possible and different for what we're seeing now. Bafana is growing in stature. The stands are filling up. Today it's a sold out. Actually, all the games that have been with 10Bet, it's been a sold out. So I'm not sure whether it's me and 10Bet.
Maybe it's you, man.
No, it's not me only.
But the country,
it's me and 10Bet.
Of course, because Nick is here.
Yeah, but it has been a jolly an encounter and yeah.
No, absolutely, man. It's great to have you. And we're talking now off air that there's a lot of people that now are starting to find the love that we had for Bafana Bafana.
Yeah.
I remember I was about 15, 1996.
Yeah.
Where Bafana won the African Cup of Nations.
Wow. At least when yeah.
I know the history. I was there. I mean, you were the guy who scored the first goal for Bafana. We were there.
Yes, yeah.
And that's why I was saying you are allowed to be late because you are that guy.
Yeah, no, thank you.
And I think you bring a lot of nostalgia. And I think for us, people who were born in the 80s, we have a lot of nostalgia now.
Yeah.
We want to bring back that time that we had.
Yes.
The Madiba Magic, the Mark Williams. We want to remember that time.
Yeah.
Hence, now you are being, familiarized with Utemba Zwane. People are trying to say you are Utemba Zwane. Well, I don't know if that's true. I don't think there'll ever be another Dr. Khumalo. But I think Abantu, they also like the fact that you as a person are also involved. That's why we are flocking to the stadiums.
Yeah.
So we really appreciate that, Natias Cooks FM.
Thank you.
How do you think, how's Bafana doing? Because you were at the stadium yesterday training, yeah?
No, I didn't go. We were busy on my interviews, but the crew were there.
Oh, were there, yeah. How's the camp now?
No, but from the look of things, the game is the teacher. That's what we say in Abantaba Dlalil. I think the boys have come out of the shell. They have unity. They have the social factor. They understand, believe, trust each other. And amongst all, they understand who and what are they representing. I can tell you to have players that are going there just for the sake of being
for the
noticed.
Paycheck.
For the paycheck. National team. No.
Yeah.
Now at least they understand what does it take to be in the national team.
What happened, Doc? Sorry to interject. What happened? Why was the transition? Sorry to
no, that's fine, no problem.
What happened? Why was the transition not seamless when you guys retired? What happened? Because I felt like there was supposed to be a seamless transition.
Of course,
when you guys left.
Exactly.
I think that's where the people got lost. There was a space in between.
Definitely.
Where Sibone was saying about there's a new crop of players.
Yes.
Some of us don't follow domestic football.
No, definitely.
Because a lot of people now are following European football and English football, which is a shame. We need to love our domestic football. I don't follow European football. I don't even follow Manchester. I don't even know where they are. What place they are in the log. Because I want to be able to go to Cape Town Stadium and say, I know something about South African football. What happened in that space, Doc, when there was a transition? When you guys were leaving and now there was a new crop of players? That's now we are beginning to acknowledge and be proud of.
I think that's a good question because a lot of South Africans don't understand what might have transpired or caused us not to, for 6 years now, we don't have...
it's a lot of time. We even dropped in the rankings.
Because in 96 we were number 1 in Africa and in the top 10 of FIFA in the world. What transpired is that we didn't have a plan. And we don't have
We didn't have a transition plan.
We don't have a plan because if you're saying 26 years, if you had a plan, would have probably had 4 stars, the Africa Cup of Nations now.
Yeah.
Because remember, from being champion, being knockout in the group stages, then the next thing we don't qualify, blah, 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 blah. So for us not to have a plan, that was a cause. But again, I mean, it's just that I like to tell it the way it is.
Yeah, let's do that.
You know, sometimes the rift in terms of apartheid, the race issue, it might have caused where last corner, because
it was very political. No?
When Clive was doing well, and he only lost in the Confederations Cup in Saudi Arabia, and it was not his fault. I mean, if Mark Williams have missed keeper to beat 3 times against Australia, what was the coach supposed to do? And people were gunning for Clive to be sacked.
We were shocked, Tina, when we received
how do
the
you
news.
sack a coach that has qualified you to the World Cup? And then within the very same year, your country is playing in the Africa Cup of Nations, and in a month's time, it was supposed to play in the World Cup. We're 2 coaches. It was Jomo, and then Jomo Magabuya from AFCON. Philip Tuze took over.
It was a mess.
That on its own, it was a mess.
That time, it was a terrible
So
divorce.
that
It
on
was
its,
like a divorce.
Yeah, that on its own, it tells you Gucci we didn't have a plan. It's just that our egos took over and we mess up the South Africans. So that's my take.
Yeah, no, I think I think every mess up is an opportunity for us to learn. I don't think anything. We're not talking.
Yes, definitely.
I think everything that happens in life. There's a book I read by Eckhart Tolle. He says in the book, life will bring you an experience that will allow you to become a better person.
Yes.
And how do you know that's the experience you need?
Yeah.
Because that's the experience currently happening in your life.
In your life, yeah.
So I don't think sometimes nobody applies for a problem. I think as a country, nobody applies for a challenge. I think we were challenged as a country, and we had to learn. I think now we are finding our feet again as a country. It may have taken us more than 20 years, but we are. Thank you so much, guys, for being a part of the normal transition. This is supposed to be the transition. That was
it is now happening now as we speak. Hence, I'm saying for us to be having 10 bet on board. You go now starting to understand what is South Africa, what are South African players made of. He's starting now to understand. I just hoping we could maybe another 2 years. Then now we'll see what we saw in 1996.
Yeah.
But for now, they're still in a transition where they're heading towards it. And for these boys to qualify back to back, for them to be in the in the in the semi-finals of AFCON in Ivory Coast, that on its own, it's a milestone. For them to beat Uganda last week Friday with a convincing win in a hostile crowd like that, that's growth. Personnel are being created, being built, and all that. So I think we're on the right track, and we just have to love our boys. Let's not criticize or boo them like we used to do. We don't need to see what happened to Tito on social media. I am one person that I tell it the way it is. Like I said, there was no need for South Africans to have done that to Tito, because if I were to ask you how many games has Tito played for South Africa thus far, it was only 2. The one with Uganda is 3, and he came on twice as a sub. Now, we call Tito where the need arise. Yes, as a soldier you need to be ready, but he didn't have the best game in Congo. But we didn't have to bash him like that. He doesn't deserve that.
So much pressure, yeah.
But then he redeemed himself. He scored an unbelievable goal against Uganda. But I haven't said a word. Where are those people who were saying, Tito that, Tito that? But people also have a right to comment, and critics are the ones that build character. But we need to criticize positively, not abruptly. That's not us. But we have a dilemma at the moment with Temba's injury. Temba is 35 and is waiting period target to heal 6 months. Are we sure we're going to have it when we play the qualifiers, the World Cup? Not sure. Are we sure if he's going to make it for Morocco? Not sure. Which player is closer to him? It's Masangwai. So the very same player that was in Peshile. Yeah, so I'm saying, yes, supporters have a right to whatever that they see and whatever, but let's do it positively and in a better way, you know. Positively. But other than that, they might have qualified, but they need to protect the flag and win the game today. Yeah.
No, absolutely, man. Today is just Siatapet and Amshanj, the Cape Town Stadium, DHL. Final game.
We made win convincingly, and
because
then
we have 8 points now, no?
No, we in Lontosa, we had 8. Now we sitting at, I think it's 11
points.
11 points.
11 points because Uganda, they have to play Congo.
Right.
Yeah. So if we win today, then we're going to is it 14? Yeah, 14. Then it's convincingly, because remember, if we go to Morocco, having topped the group, we send a serious message.
Yeah.
If Nigeria will struggle against Rwanda, then answers.
It's a challenge. It's a challenge. Guys, thank you so much for coming through, man. We could speak about football.
No, definitely.
The whole day.
Yeah.
Nick, thank you so much. Thank you so much to Koketso. Thank you so much to Wanda, who's been facilitating the whole process, communicating back and forth.
Sure.
Also, we just to apologize as well. We didn't want to put pressure on you guys to say
problem.
you must come, you must come.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for honoring the invite.
Okay, thank you.
We love South African football.
No,
we love Bafana Bafana.
8.
Who's wearing number 15 now in Bafana Bafana?
It's Obas.
They must retire the number 15. It's Bafana Bafana. Both and Kaizer Chiefs.
Yeah.
We haven't found a player who's going to wear number 15. And who's going to do that pass. That's champagne pass. Doc will always be the guy who intercepted the ball in the Tunisia match for the late Phil Masinga to score. He'll always be the guy who gave Mark Williams the second goal there. He'll always be the guy who scored against Brazil. I remember when we closed the interview, about to close the interview, my guys is chasing time. We were at home. I remember one of my family friends stood on top of the gate. So after you scored that goal, we're mad. And I think the partnership with 10Bet, is slowly trying to bring that.
Yeah.
We used to score the goal one, and we used to go outside and scream by ourselves. Because we the fans at the FNB resonated so loud that it came to Elokshi through the TV. We'd put the TV on top volume, and it felt like we were there.
Wow.
Because of the love we had for Bafana Bafana.
Sure.
So I'm glad that 10Bet is partnering with Bafana Bafana and trying to bring that nostalgic, that vibe back, and also the transition into becoming the Bafana Bafana we know. Okay. Absolutely. Thank you so much, guys.
No, thank you so much.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Absolutely. Stadium, I'm also coming to the stadium
Okay,
today.
all right.
Yeah, maybe I'll see you. Absolutely. Thank you so much, guys.
Sure.
Wonders. Appreciate it, my brother. Thank you so much. We'll take just a few pictures before you guys go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then play a song now. It's 2 minutes after 2 o'clock right here on Cooks FM. Hashtag Yako Now, it's yours and yours. Doc and Nick, we're here talking about everything about Bafana Bafana. Happening tonight at 6 o'clock, DHL Stadium, Cape Town Stadium. That's where everything is happening. Absolutely great interview with Doc, man. Let's take a short break. We'll be right back. Here's Sun Kissed by Beat Soul.